It's just the white inside.
Right? It's fine. All right. And here we go. Hi friends and family, welcome to Cooking with Victor Jesse. Welcome, welcome. So today I'm going to be making a dish. I actually thought it was an Argentinian dish, but it's actually not. It's schnitzel. So when I went online to look it up, as it was suggested that I make it by one of our members who lives in Argentina, a friend of Doug and I's that we've met when she was here in the States visiting our other friend Jonathan, who's also from Argentina. They both suggest that I make this dish. It's Milanese with puree, or basically it's meat and breadcrumbs with mashed potatoes. So as I had mentioned before, that this is actually like schnitzel. So if you guys have made schnitzel, you kind of get a feel for what this dish is about. Okay, so let's get started. Oh, before we get started, thank you everyone for joining. It's time for our signature cocktail, which is my rendition of Klingon blood wine. I'm not sure how bloody this is, but we'll give it a sip.
Jorge and Junior are on.
Hi Junior, hi Jorge. We're getting started. Before we do that, we're taking our sip of our fabulous cocktail. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to preheat our ovens so our dinner plates can go in and stay warm while we're cooking, okay? But actually, yeah, that's what we're going to do. All right, so I'm going to do convection bake oven, and it's going to set it to 330, 325 start. And the thing I like about convection bake is it'll move the hot air around and keep the plates, get them nice and warm, so you can have warm plates when you serve your supper. So let's do that, okay? Got that going. Oh, close up, close up. All right, now we're going to add some water to our pot for our potatoes. Okay. Now, for the sake of this timing of the show, let me kick this up to a high heat. All right, a high heat. I'm going to add a little bit of salt. Pardon the close-up. Don't look at the wrinkles. No, I'm kidding. It's all good. A little bit of salt. That's good. It's the best way to get your water boiling faster. So we have some salt. I'm going to actually add a little bit of olive oil to my water. Okay, so lid goes on, and as we get this water to boil, I'll pause and say, how's everyone doing today? Y'all doing good? Y'all, I'm country. Oh y'all, how's all y'all? Let's see, so what do I have? Oh, I'm rocking my Love is Love. It's a very kind of Pride Day Batman and Robin. And on that note, I don't want to ruin the shirt, so I better go get my apron. I'll be back. Silly me, I forgot my apron. Okay. So I should have had this water boiling earlier, but I was preoccupied. I had something on my mind that just weighed on me, probably a little too heavy. That was not necessary to be there, but what can you do, right? Okay, so I got my fabulous apron on with my Mickey Mouse button, R2-D2, and of course my Star Trek. Marina Mac is here. Hi Marina Mac, how are you? So while this water is boiling, let's go ahead and whisk these eggs together. So I'm going to flavor these eggs with some black pepper. So let's go 1, 2, 3. And I know my friend Leslie is watching because she actually cooks along with me. So that's cool. I like that she does that. So we're going to add this black pepper to these eggs. So I'm trying hard not to be tongue-tied today. Some days I got it, I think, and some days you don't.
Marina loves her apron.
Oh, thank you, Marina. I got this, I think, a couple of years ago from Doug and I's friend Mary. So that was really sweet of her. Let's whisk these eggs up. Alright, eggs are nice and scrambled. Now let's get another plate because we want about a plate of breadcrumbs, so that's just eyeing it really. So it's going to be our breadcrumbs. So you guys can see, I'm going to move this pan over here. So let's use about this much of. Now these are just generic breadcrumbs. So what I'm going to do is actually give them a little flavor. So I'm going to use some paprika. It'll give it a nice smoky flavor. That looks good. Alright, so we got paprika. We are just waiting on the water to boil. We have the oven preheating. Time for a sip of signature cocktail. I can say that I have good news. Desert Oasis called Doug today, and he's going to get his first dose of the COVID-19 vaccine Wednesday. So we're really, really excited about that. That'll be really wonderful. Today I started wearing a double mask. I had the paper mask on, and I had the Dishing with the Durbans mask. Speaking of Dishing with the Durbans, hold that thought. I'll be right back. I'm back. Did you miss me? So these masks are from our friends Dishing with the Durbans. They have a show on Sundays at 6. And so we got our masks a while ago, picked them up. Not bad, very comfortable. Not so straining on the face, you know? So their show, Dishing with the Durbans, is on Sunday at 6, and definitely check them out if you're not sensitive to adult language. I would definitely recommend watching their show. They hang out and dish is what it is. They talk about what's going on and so forth. They love cocktails. They smoke. So if you're embarrassed by that, or I shouldn't say embarrassed, but if that's not your cup of tea, then I definitely don't tune in. But yeah, it's Dishin, D-I-S-H-I-N, with the Durbans, Sundays at 6. And
Lots of fun.
huh?
Lots of fun.
Yes, who said that?
I did.
Oh, Doug says lots of fun. Yes, he's absolutely right. Okay, this is feeling pretty warm. Let's get our dinner plates in there.
Okay. Marina said the Durban show So much fun.
Yes, Marina Max says the Durban show is so much fun. Yes, absolutely. Doug and I watch it every Sunday, and we have to be careful because every time they have a cheers, we're like, cheers! And I'm like, ooh, I better slow down before we get too drunk, right? So what I'm going to do next, you guys, is I'm going to take a clove of garlic, because I'm going to put garlic in my mashed potatoes. So what I'm going to do is just give it a, let me move these breadcrumbs. So that's the thing about this kitchen with this grate, it's so high you can't really see. So that was the oven telling me it's reached temperature. But ooh, it's hot in here. Is it hot in here? So take off all your clothes. No, I'm just kidding. Please keep your clothes on, y'all. Alright. So let's just go through here. Mince up this garlic. See, that's the one thing about these, when you have stuff like bringing water to a boil, I should have had that done prior to coming on, but what can you do? Let's get this garlic nice and minced.
Gary Smith is watching.
Hi, Gary Smith. Welcome. So I think this would be the 9th video, Doug?
Gerardo's watching.
Geraldo, welcome, Geraldo. I always put an L in his name. I don't know why. Is he I can't even do it.
Gerardo.
Huh?
Gerardo.
Gerardo. He loves me. My hermano loves me, so I can get away with messing up his name. Alright, so we have our garlic minced up for our potatoes.
He says hola.
He said what?
Hola.
Hola. Hola. Let's see. Oh, so there's another show Wednesdays and Saturdays at 5. It's called Cocktails and Trivia with Philip Bailey. It's a really, Doug and I actually checked it out for the first time on Wednesday. We've been hearing about it through the Durbans, and it's actually, so we tuned in Wednesday at 5, and it was actually pretty fun. He does, he makes a signature cocktail at the beginning of his show. He's a great mixologist. I think the last cocktail he made was for Barbra Streisand, the Babs cocktail or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
See, so that was good. Looked delicious. And then so he does trivia, and you answer the questions. He'll pick a subject and tell you about it early. And then his husband makes wonderful, funny sound effects to go along with it. It just cracks me up. I think he does, like I said, I'm just trying to remember this off the top of my head. We just saw it. He does like, I think 3 sheets of questions, right, Doug?
Yeah.
He does 3 sheets of questions. And of course he looks for the right answer, but he loves the wrong answers. And we were hearing some of the wrong answers too. Huh?
Marina's show.
Is that Marina's show?
No, Marina Mac.
Marina Mac?
Talk about her show too.
Oh. Marina Mac show.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Marina Mac just called me out and said I need to be talking about her show, but I don't have a run sheet like the Durbans. So help me out, Marina Mac. I'll finish Philip Bailey, and Doug's gonna read the comments. So don't judge Marina Mac. So finish Philip Bailey. So he goes through these sheets, and some of the comments are funny, and then he goes on to the lightning round. Whew, and that's pretty fun too. I think if my memory serves correctly, my martini, Erica Carrington won that round, wasn't it? Right?
Yeah.
Yep, Erica Carrington won that round. Alright, so we're still waiting on this water to boil.
And Bob Shukas is watching, and Patricia.
Hi Bob, hi Patricia. Marina, are you listening? Help us out so I can plug your show, baby. I think we saw, I don't remember what it was called, but we saw, tuned in for Marina Mac, and she was doing makeup tips. and we were watching her do her face, getting into drag. That was amazing. Oh, she could beat her face. Let me tell you, it was fierce. I'll give you one of those fierce snaps. Fierce. Okay, I'm going to pause talking so Doug can read comments if there's any. New comments.
Patricia just said hi.
Oh, okay. Hi, Patricia. We're waiting on...
Bob said hola.
Bob said hola. Hola, Bob. Nope. Well, the Los Gatos are being good. Sebastian's asleep. Shelly's looking outside. So that's good.
For now.
For now. You know, I don't know why I keep lifting this lid because everybody knows a watch pot does not boil. So, stop it. Uh-oh, there she goes. Hi, Shelly. Mm-hmm. Hi, Shelly, baby. Okay, that's good. It's going. Let's go. Come on. We got all day. All right, let's potatoes. Ooh, be careful, baby. You know what? This is Daddy not doing good.
Marina's show. Filth on Friday nights at 6.
Okay, I just got the word that Marina Mac's show is Friday at 6 and it's called Filth.
Oh.
And Marina, can you tell us a little bit more about that show, baby? I don't have a run sheet. I don't. Maybe I need to look into getting that, right?
Yeah.
Did I see it called out? Did Marina call me out or did you call me out?
I did.
Doug called me out. I love my honey. He just said, yeah, I need a run sheet. So potatoes are cooking. I don't know why I picked this recipe because they said it was easy, but boiling potatoes is not fast and easy. I should have did them earlier.
Gary wants to know what you're drinking.
What am I drinking? This is called a signature Klingon blood wine from Star Trek. See, it's nice and pretty. And if you drink it, you'll feel like a warrior. All right, those are going. Let's visit our meat cutting board.
Marina said, ha ha ha, you're silly.
Oh, thank you, Marie.
I feature about 6-8 performers videos.
So Marina Mac said that she features 6 to 8 performers videos. So, okay, guys. To me, that's telling me that the various local artists here, I believe, in Palm Springs that would normally be out at the local clubs or bars, restaurants that perform drag numbers. So that's what she does, her show. And just like the Durbins too, Christopher Durbin and his wife, Erica Carrington, they also do videos on their show of them performing, and also they do a featured performer too, right?
Right.
Right. They do, yeah. So they have that in their show too. So yeah, they're hilarious. Those two crack me up all the time. All right, let's look at our meat, guys. And all right, I said meat. Ooh, this is a big piece. Don't be a size queen, y'all. And it just trims some of this fat off. I think I hear Amy Winehouse singing in the background. So the group is actually up to 100 members. No pressure, right? Huh.
Gary says,
Let's what?
be a size queen.
Well, Gary says, let's be a size queen. Okay, well, for... is that big enough piece of meat for you, Gary, baby? Looks pretty big. I think I just sounded like Moira Rose from Schitt's Creek, right? A little bit there. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to cut this meat in half.
He says yes.
Yes. Well, yes. And what I'm going to do is just use these two pieces for tonight's dinner. So let's move this meat along. Doug, honey, would you turn the music up just a tiny bit, please? Thank you, dear. Thanks, sweetie. Doug's such a big help. Alright, these potatoes are boiling, which is good.
Get that squirt bottle out of
Doug's in charge of reading comments and making sure our kitchen looks good. So potatoes are boiling, and I'm going to do the old-fashioned, I don't know about y'all, but it's the old-fashioned ghetto fork poke test. And I just put them in there so you know they're going to take a while to cook. Alright, not ready. So let's let them go. I think while they're cooking high, we can actually start doing our meat. And here's the thing about home cooking, you know what? If something comes up first, you can always take it, stick it in the oven, and let it stay warm while the other thing is cooking. That's what I love about it. Alright, so we have a medium heat. So we want to coat our pan with enough oil so we can get a good crisp with the breadcrumbs. That looks pretty good, I would say. Alright, and as I had mentioned before, the best way to tell when your pan is hot is when the oil starts to bubble or starts to separate. Then you know it's nice and hot, ready to go. Alright, let's check in with the peanut gallery and see if anyone's chatting with me. No one's chatting. Okay, so no one's chatting. See, that means it's time for me to chat with myself. Hi Victor, how are you today? I'm doing quite well, Jesse. It's good to see you. Yeah, it's good to see you too. So we got our pan going. Potatoes at a nice, hot, rapid boil. I didn't see Leslie come on. Is Leslie online?
No.
Uh-oh.
Maybe because it's beef.
Oh, well, she has chicken thighs. I remember Leslie comes on and cooks with me. I'm not sure if she forgot to cook. Okay. So we're going to have to do it this way. Plate's going to go here. Egg is going to go here, and I'm going to try my best not to make a big old mess. Doug's laughing. Famous last word. I'm going to try not to make a big old mess. Okay. That pan's getting hot. Do 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 do. The eggs are boiled. Oh, eggs, potatoes are boiled. I just think I'm not even drunk. Oh, I thought, you know, Doug, you're so funny. Doug bought some stuff for shots, And I thought he was wanting us to do shots for this show, but I think it's shots for the Durbans, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, where are the shots? But no, the shots are for addition with the Durbans.
Junior says, I'm a new viewer, plan on watching every week now. I'm also an inspired chef, still learning about
Oh, okay. That's cool. Thank you, Junior. I appreciate that. You know, I actually, I'm going to turn this down. My hands are dirty, so I'm going to use the old elbow trick. Okay. Don't burn yourself. I'm going to bring that down a little bit. So cool. You're an inspired chef, Junior. I actually thought about going to Culinary Arts Academy in San Francisco. However, at the time it was just too expensive. So, long story short, I opted to go to cosmetology school, which was just up the street from my apartment where I lived in Reno, of all places. Reno, Nevada. Yeah, I want to win some slots. But yeah, for the show, I tried to really find easy recipes or stuff that I've made before that's very easy. So we're going to coat our meat pretty good with these breadcrumbs. Now, you know, if you use chicken and parm, you've made chicken parm. Leslie's watching. Hi, Leslie. Welcome. I'm just coating the meat. The meat. All right, you gay boys out there. Okay, let's go. Into the hot bath you go, baby. All right. Now, you know what the best thing about this little show? I actually could seriously take the time to practice and really rehearse, but I don't want to do that because I want it to just be me being natural and doing my thing. And I'm not a chef, as I've said before. I'm just someone who loves to cook. And seriously, you should see Doug just cracks up because I'm in my own little world in this kitchen, cooking us up some yummy dinner, and I'm just having fun, you know. It's not made to dance around, be crazy, have fun. And Doug's always looking at me, and I'm like, ooh, I know he's laughing. He probably thinks Victor's done lost it for sure. So let's add a little bit more paprika to our breadcrumbs. Okay. Meat back into the egg wash. And like I said, this dish is also known as schnitzel. And you can serve it with red potatoes, cubes, doesn't have to be mashed potatoes. And then you can also serve it with red cabbage, sauerkraut. Any comments, Doug? Mm-hmm. No comments from the peanut galleries?
No.
That looks good. All right. In you go, dear. Talk amongst yourself while I wash my hands real quick. My hands. I'll wash my hands, y'all. And I need to rinse this colander because I'm going to be using it again for the potatoes. Okay. We're going to visit that colander later to drain our potatoes.
Junior said, my thing is I only know how to make about 5 or 6 recipes, always willing to try to make new ones.
Oh, okay, yeah. You know what? That's great, Junior. I will say this. My friend Leslie, one of our members, she decided to start cooking. I'm going to call her out. She started cooking with me because, she felt like she was always cooking the same dishes as she's used to. So, so all of a sudden she's like, hey, can you get my ingredients when you get yours? And I'm like, okay. And I was surprised that she wanted to cook alone, so that's really cool. But yes, even for me too, I had my basic repertoire that I would go through and cook. And then so when I started the show, I'm like, well, I haven't made this for a while, or this sounds delicious, so let's look up a recipe for that. And the thing for me when I cook is, I look at it this way. A recipe is basically a guideline, right? So I will find something that I haven't done, like example Peruvian shrimp that I did. Let's move these egg crumbs out of the way. Or breadcrumbs, egg crumbs. See something, say something else. So with the Peruvian shrimp, I found that, you can actually turn this into a soup that would be good with rice. So I think that's something I'll revisit again. Okay, potatoes are officially done and done. Let's turn that off. I'll tell you what, let's leave that there. So, Mr. Pac-Man, Mrs. Pac-Man, let's drain our potatoes. Oop. It would help if I had the strainer over here. But you guys can't tell I'm a little nervous, right? Bad hands of man.
Leslie said very good, and I love quick and easy to keep it clean, guys.
Keep what clean? Comments?
Yeah. Oh, quick and easy.
Oh yeah, yes, Leslie, quick and easy. I do too. Single pan meals. All right, so let's do that real quick. Let's check our meat. We'll start with this one. Never be afraid to use 2 tools. That looks good. Can you guys see these at all? Can they see these stuff? Can you see them? Okay, they look good. Let's let those cook. I got them on a low heat so we can keep an eye on them so they don't burn up on me. Okay, so we need to get rid of this cutting board.
First I have a comment, but I don't know how to pronounce it.
Okay, you know what? I will ask Patricia to please repeat her comment.
Well, maybe you can pronounce it.
Oh yeah. Patricia, you had a comment. Could you please repeat that comment for us?
She says we call it Milanese and Spanish.
Yes.
And you serve it on rice and beans.
Right. Yes. And this, right, you're right, Patricia. And in Argentina, they serve it with instead of mashed potatoes, they call it puree. So, but yes, you're right.
Junior's asking if it's pork.
This is actually steak, skirt steak, carne asada, but you can use pork. Or Leslie's using chicken thighs. All right. Well, those are cooking. Let's get our potatoes back into the hot pan. Now we're going to add our minced garlic. Some ground black pepper. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That looks good. Now I'm going to add some unsalted butter. This butter is funny because my sweetie was melting butter for toast, and I think he got a little carried away. So I'm using unsalted butter to try to keep it held on these potatoes a little bit on the healthier side, considering we're having fried food over here. Now I'm going to be using unsweetened almond milk. So let's start by adding just a little bit of milk first to get started. Okay, unsweetened almond milk. Now, we're going to check this meat temperature. Standard temperature for meat should be, I believe it's 165, if my martini serves me correctly. Well, it depends on how you like your meat. What's with all those innuendos, right, guys? Okay. Still not ready yet. So let's let those go. Our handy dandy potato smasher, or you can use electric. The thing with mashed potatoes, you definitely want to use a little bit of milk and gradually add for the right consistency that you're looking for. Now, this requires muscles, and luckily I have a little bit of muscles from when I went to the gym, not much, just a little bit there. Or you can use your electric hand mixer, it goes faster. Yeah, Leslie had mentioned single pan meals. Those are the best, especially during the weekday. Less work, less cleanup. Oh, I hear a joke coming on in. What's funny?
No.
Nothing? Oh, Doug's just laughing. Huh?
I was coughing.
Oh, he was coughing. Alright, let's add a little bit more milk.
Junior says he wants to learn German and Irish dishes.
Oh!
90% German and 10% Irish.
Okay,
Polish and Spanish dishes.
Okay, so Junior's telling us, could you repeat that, Doug? Junior wants to learn German dishes
and
Irish dishes. I think I can do that.
It's 90% German, 10% Irish, and I love Polish and Spanish dishes.
Spanish dishes, Polish dishes, Irish, and German. Okay, I think I can do that. I will look for some recipes and add that to my queue. That'd be fun. Yeah, why not? Well, schnitzel's considered a German dish. Irish, I would imagine that would be cabbage, right? Let's add a little bit more milk. This is the old-fashioned way. You're gonna mash those potatoes. I guess if you like creamy, I would definitely say get your hand mixer out. The thing with the hand mixer is funny. I have one of those hand mixers, but if you're not careful, you turn it on, it's so powerful. There goes potatoes everywhere. I'll be cleaning for days. And I think Doug will make me sleep on the sofa.
The first time I ever made mashed potatoes, that was wallpaper paper.
Who said that?
I did.
Oh, Doug said the first time he made mashed potatoes, it looked like spackle or wallpaper. Wallpaper paste. That's funny. All right. Now, of course, let's check out our flavor. More milk. More black pepper. That one garlic was okay, but didn't really quite hit it for what I was looking for a garlic flavor.
You want to put them in?
Yeah, I'm going to use actually a little bit of the powder, garlic powder. Not too much because this stuff can be salty. Just a little dash. That should be good. Let's check our meat. $197. That's looking pretty good. We don't want it to be rubber. Okay. Our friend Teresa gave us an Instant Pot for Doug's birthday a couple Decembers ago, and I've kind of gotten hooked on that thing because I don't have to have all these pans, pots and pans, dirtying up everything.
Junior said the first time his mother made Spanish rice, I thought it was cooking maggots
Oh.
in a pan.
Oh my God, that's funny, Junior, about the Spanish rice. That's hilarious. The first time I made Spanish rice, you're gonna laugh. I was actually rice-a-roni Spanish rice. That's hilarious. Because, you know, I am Mexican, Italian, and I grew up with eating Mexican food. All right, let's get that off of there. Kill the flame. All right, we're gonna finish our potatoes, so let's put this down here. Almost time for cocktails and trivia with Philip Bailey. I guess we'll have to watch while we're eating dinner. That's better. That has a really nice consistency. Like I said, sometimes it helps you use a measuring cup, but in this instance, you know, if you want to be precise how many potatoes to how much milk you use, or you can do it the hard way. I don't think this is the hard way for me. I enjoy it. Just add as you go. Alright, one more taste. So this is why I don't cook like this every day, because this is a lot of work. So I say this for Saturday show. Alright, let me see. Perfect. Perfecto. Perfecto. Alright, those will stay warm, because this stove is pretty hot. Now, one more thing, you guys. My friend David in Seattle, longtime best friend. I think we've known each other since, I don't know when. Many moons, many moons. Alright, so here's what we're going to take our small saucepan, get our burner back on, oil, a little bit of oil, okay. Alright, for the sake of the show, let's heat this up. And I haven't had a sip of cocktail. Obviously, my ice is melting. We'll probably put this almond milk away, but we'll wait for that to heat up. So today I have the music down low, so it's not super loud because I get slapped with a copyright. Last show, they heard my music playing. I think it was, who was it, Pitbull or something in the background? And I got slapped with a copyright. It's not a bad thing, but it was just telling me that my video can't be played in North Korea, which is fine. Syria, which is fine. And Cuba, that's fine too. I'm okay with that. So, unlike Facebook, if the music's too loud, they might get you and mute you. So far, we haven't gotten kicked off of Facebook, so that's good. And then, so when I think of those, you can't have music in the background, I think of Disney's Coco. No music. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that. So let's put the remainder of our egg into the saucepan. No music. But everybody knows you gotta have a little music while you're cooking. Cook up this egg. This is our leftover egg batter. Okay. Done. Off. Off. It's going to be hot, but I think for this, I can put that over there. That may be too hot, I'm not sure. Let's get this up. Quit making all that noise. Alright, let's pull out our dinner plate. How's that plate look in the video, hon? Good? Can you see it? No?
Well, yeah, you can see it.
Or should I bring it this way a little bit more?
You're good.
Okay. Thank you, dear. Hey, quit all that racket. What's wrong with you? Trying to break the house down? So, okay, like so. The egg across, like so. Like so. Put it across like so. I was gonna do a veg, but no time.
The natives are getting restless.
The natives are getting, why are they talking smack? Oh, you mean these? Doug said the natives are getting restless. I thought he was talking about the audience. I'm like, y'all better behave themselves.
It's the cats.
It's the cats, los gatos. It's their
They
dinner.
want dinner.
It's getting close to their dinner time. Oh, well, that's not good. Overboard. Get over there. Ay, ay, ay. Poor Victor. Alright, some mash. Let's make it look pretty. Okay. Now for display sakes, I'm going to go like this. Okay. Let's do a little more pepper. And if you want more butter, put a little bit more butter on. This is actually okay because it's no salt butter. So it's not going to hurt you. You know, they always make this stuff look easy on TV, but let me tell you about that. They have people prepping all this stuff way in advance, and they magically pull out already what they make. Must be nice. Okay, so there it is. Now, if I wanted to put this plate on display, I could come through here. Pardon my occlusive. Let's go with some chipotle. This part is not easy, and I only do this when I'm posting to Facebook. I try to make it look fancy schmancy. So it takes a steady hand. Ooh, I'm running over into 5 o'clock time. Cocktails and trivia. Cocktails. Oop, oop, that got away. Oh well. See, now I would take a napkin, paper towel, wipe that off and make it look better. But, oh, there goes another one. Oh well. Alright, you guys, that is it. Schnitzel or Milanese with puree, mashed potatoes, or you can do, as Patricia was saying, serve it over rice. Con orzo, right? Alright, you guys. Can you see it? Ooh, hold on. Let me not pick that up. That's hot. You guys can see? Yeah? Oh, see, it's good then?
I can't see it
Oh, it's delayed. Facebook delayed.
yet. It looks
So
good.
it's good. Okay, guys, any comments before I say goodbye? I'll sip a absolute fabulous cocktail. Wait for any comments to come through. I don't hear any comments. Nope. Okay. Well, on that note, I'm going to say thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching Cooking
Patricia
with.
says looks awesome.
Oh, thank you, Patricia. It smells amazing. Like Rachel Ray says, we need smell-o-vision, right? So you can just smell it. But yeah, this is the thing about our show is, you know what? When I cook, this is actually our dinner. So we're gonna sit down and eat. So fabulous. Doug gets this.
Leslie says, see you next week.
Leslie says, see you next week. Thank you for tuning in, Leslie. Thank you, everybody who took the time to tune in and watch me and my craziness cooking up a storm up in this kitchen. I appreciate your support. I will see you next Saturday. Remember to wear your mask because you don't want to get that icky coronavirus and you don't want to get sick. We had, Doug and I, a friend of ours got it and he was sick for like almost, 3 days?
No, longer.
Oh, I think a week, right?
Yeah.
And it was having trouble breathing, chest pain. So please wear your mask, keep a distance, wash your hands for Pete's sakes. People are so nasty, right? Wear your mask. Again, thank you for tuning in. Have a wonderful week, and I will see you next Saturday. Bye. We'll see you later. I'm going to exit stage left and go eat now. Bye, y'all. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, bye. Bye, 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 bye. No. Okay, where's the finish button? There it is. I'm talking to myself. Isn't that fresh?